Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Tim Britton, welcome to Ideal World on YouTube, and we've got an amazing little cook-along competition we're going to be doing. We're teamed up with Chefs for Foodies, and we're going to be doing a little live cooking situation right here. This is going to be me that's got to do the cooking, and I need a real competitor to go up against me, and that is where we're going to bring in the wonderful, the one and only Stephen Wallis. Now, Stephen is not only a MasterChef winner, a MasterChef judge and reoccurring judge, you are also a massive food innovator as well. So welcome.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have your company.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go forward because we are teamed up with Chefs for Foodies. This is my Chefs for Foodies box here. Now I know nothing. I have no idea what we're doing, no idea what we're cooking. So this is the box as it comes. But who are Chefs for Foodies?
So Chefs for Foodies is a great online business. Basically, they work with brilliant chefs from across the board. So chefs like myself, of course, Michelin-starred chefs, wonderful bakers, and what we do is we create, lovely recipes, which then you can come and, consumers can go online, buy the boxes. Everything comes, as you can see.
And I can see so everything's like prepped, ready to go, all with the amounts. It's got little labels on it showing me what I'm cooking.
Exactly.
Everything's in its own little kind of pre-done packets, so it's really super simple to follow along.
Exactly, and the difference is also they film videos of us cooking, so you get a step-by-step process. So it's like us being in the kitchen with you.
Not me being in the kitchen with you, by the way. That's this guy being in the kitchen with you. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do then, we'll get all this squared away. We'll get ready to do our little cook-along, and then I'm going to show you just how amazingly bad I potentially could be in the kitchen. All right. Well, I mean, who knows? Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
A little bit. Oh, that's so good, that is. Right, so I suppose you can use parts of your bundle for mint teas.
Absolutely.
If you wanted to. I mean, obviously it's not supposed to be. But I suppose we should really probably get on with our competition. Now, the whole idea of this is that I'm not supposed to follow along with you. I'm not supposed to watch you. I'm not supposed to look at you. It's
Absolutely not. I know. You're in the deep end here.
Say nothing. Okay, so you're going to talk me through everything. I'm not going to watch what you're doing, and we're going to do a little cook-off.
Yeah, we have we've done a couple of hacks.
Okay.
We've just shortened things a little bit just because of time. So the lentils that's part of this recipe have been pre-cooked.
Okay.
So we don't have to really worry about that. And also the bread. We've got some naan breads or some breads, flat breads. We've got the dough proving. So we've mixed the dough, we've let it prove. So 2 little shortcuts.
Okay.
But the rest, you're going to have to follow me.
Okay. All right, here we go then. Let's get on with this. In 3, 2, 1, jump we go.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, Tim, is going to get the chicken in a bowl.
Yep.
And I'm going to, first of all, sort of add a quick marinade. So there's a little pot of yogurt. It's a teaspoon of yogurt.
Yeah, got it.
So
yes, chef.
that goes in. Oops. And I've actually just got some down my very nice top.
It's in.
Well. Right. So yeah, in that goes. Not much of it. And then to that, we're going to add some spices. So
Just gonna double check. I did put yogurt in it. Yeah, it was yogurt.
Yogurt.
Right.
So in goes the chili powder. Red chili powder.
Red chili powder.
Yep. We've got some turmeric.
All of it, I'm assuming, yeah?
All of it.
Okay, chili's in.
Turmeric.
Turmeric.
And then we've also got some garam masala.
Garam masala. Hang on. I feel real pressure, like trying to cook along with like a master chef here. I feel like I'm rushing to even open my packets.
And then the mustard.
I'm on my masala. Masala. Mustard. Mustard.
Mustard.
Roger that. Okay. So this is just.
So this is basically a sort of to pre-coat the chicken, and basically what happens is the acid in the yogurt helps to sort of tenderize the chicken.
Right.
And it's also a good carrier for the spices because you want those spices to sort of, penetrate the meat a bit and make it a bit more flavoursome.
Yeah, I mean, I love it when the spices penetrate the meat and make it flavoursome.
Yeah.
That's all I would do. So mix that.
So so
done.
then we can just leave that, put that aside. Next, I'm taking half the onion, and I'm going to
Hang on.
chop this up, top and tail. Now I know there are lots of different chefy ways to chop onions. When I'm cooking a curry,
I hope I don't cry.
Oh,
I've been working hard. Oh.
poor you. So when I like to cut mine sort of into very fine shreds rather than into dice. I mean, some people like that. I like strands, so I like that idea of having strands of onions in a curry rather than
Strands of
fine
onion?
dice. Strands of onion, yeah. So lovely.
I'm not going to lie, your chopping sounds gentler than mine.
Well, I've had a bit more practice. This knife could perhaps be a bit sharper.
Does it need to be like little bits or big bits?
You want it, so long as it's thin, because the whole reason why we want it to be very thinly sliced or into small pieces is it'll caramelize easier and faster. And the caramelization in the onions brings out the sort of sweetness. So the sugars in the onion are more present and give them a really nice flavour. That's
Gotcha.
why. Right then, on with the pan.
Okay.
Bit of heat.
How, like a hot heat?
Not too hot, because what we don't want things to do is burn. So we can go to medium heat. Right then, let me just see.
I'm on 4. Go with 4.
I'm going to go
4.
with 3,
All right,
actually.
3. No, I'm going with 3 actually.
Okay, you do that.
I think 3's the right.
And I'm going to add about a couple of teaspoons of oil.
Right.
And then the onions are going to go in.
Okay, I'm in.
So it's a fairly cold pan at the moment.
Okay.
So this is a sort of the base.
Oh, I've got some sizzle.
Oh.
Well, a tiny bit of sizzle. It's not that exciting.
And then to that I'm going to add.
So there might be, like, would you normally just like do these in such small pans?
I would probably choose a slightly bigger pan. You do get a bit more.
Oh, sorry. Look at the size of yours.
Right.
Didn't say that, but did say that.
I'm.
All right, so onions
I
are
think
in.
there's a whole nother show, Tim. Right. I've also added a good pinch of salt. Again, what the salt will also do is allow the onions to release some of their water. They'll caramelize slightly better. So get that sizzle going.
Do you throw salt over your shoulder for luck if you spill it?
I kind of don't. I don't believe in that superstitious nonsense. Sorry.
I'm just doing it purely because I want my recipe to work.
Okay.
I'm praying to the salt gods.
That is absolutely fine by me.
Okay. What's next then, Chef?
We need to get these. And the thing is, with onions, they take a while to caramelize. So you can give it a good 5, 10, sometimes 20, even 25 minutes. But we don't have that long. So
I was going to say, we could go and have a beer.
I know, exactly.
Obviously, drink responsibly. Orange juice.
But we are going to get these onions caramelizing. The other key thing, Tim.
Yes.
You'll know when your onions are caramelized because you'll smell it. Cooking is really about using not just tasting, but the smell. So what's those smells?
I think that's one of the nicest things. Like, you always know when you go into a really good restaurant, don't you? And you that smell just comes straight through your door.
Exactly.
You're like, yeah, this is the place I want to eat. And then you kind of know the ones where you walk in, it smells a little bit burnt. Or is that just me? Maybe that's me going to the wrong kind of place.
Maybe you're going to the wrong places, but...
I'm not going to lie, that's probably the case.
Right, I'm also going to add... I'm going to make this a bit spicy.
Okay.
I think I'm feeling some extra green chili. So I'm taking a couple of green chilies, and I'm going to cut these up very finely. And I'm going to add these
green chilies
into the pan.
Did that go in my eye? I hope not. Maybe I should be a bit gentler with this.
You need to be really careful. Right, and also make sure you've got enough oil so that everything is nicely coated.
I think that'll be enough chili for me.
Okay.
And then they just go in. Do I need to be in big bits or like...
No, really fine, super fine.
God, it's going all over the board.
And then constantly stir so that
Oh God, hang
the
on.
onions don't catch.
See, this is what I mean. That burnt smell.
Exactly.
Okay, we're there. Right, that's going in there.
They still need to keep cooking down.
Brilliant. In.
Lovely. Okay.
Onions aren't burning at all.
Perfect. So we have our lentils here. So as soon as the onions get to a point where they start to look, they've got a bit of a suntan, they've crisped up a bit, they look a bit
Well, they've got a
sweet.
bit of a suntan, depending upon how fair-skinned you are.
Okay.
I mean, if you're a redhead, I'd say that's a pretty good tan.
Right. Fair enough. Well, also, you'll know when these are cooked, when they actually soften as well, and they go translucent. And we
Okay.
sort of want to get the onions to that stage. Sometimes what I'll also do will help that along is a little tiny splash of water. And the steam,
Well, I've got mint tea. Would that work?
you could put that in. I find that tiny, tiny splash.
It was tiny.
Okay, great. So,
Oh, yeah, that mint's amazing. Mint. Okay, they're looking pretty good. I'm
good,
liking the look of
okay.
those. They're looking pretty translucent.
so I'm happy with mine. So next goes in the chicken. So our marinated
Yeah. Okay.
chicken. And obviously, what you can also do is leave the chicken in to marinate in the yogurt and spices longer. You'll get a deeper flavour.
Right.
But the chicken spice mix goes in.
Yeah.
And
That's what we're talking about.
Yes. And now you start to get. And what will happen is the spices will toast in the oil as well. So you're cooking that out. And what we need to do now is make sure the chicken is cooked. So that's another sort of 5-10 minutes.
I didn't just drop some of it on the floor.
Uh-oh.
Fine.
If the pan is looking a bit dry, Tim,
Yeah.
add a tiny drizzle of oil just to make sure things cook nicely.
Now, so I mean, like I can see like the colours and stuff coming out of it, and the
Yeah.
smells are absolutely
They're great.
amazing from this as well. I suppose that's like always good to have like fresher ingredients. It's always going to be when you're going to get the best results, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, fresh always. I mean, obviously, spices, you're going to have dried elements like the
Yeah.
spices. But with the spices as well, if you toast them in a pan, you'll activate the oils inside of them and you'll get a sort of deeper flavour. But with fresh ingredients, you just get the very best flavour. What's starting to happen on my chicken as well is I'm getting some colour on the chicken, and the colour, the caramelization is.
I'm just going to turn mine up a little bit.
Okay, I'm on a 5.
Oh, I was still on a 3.
Okay,
What was that?
sorry, sneaky. Well,
Just, had
so
just turning up your chicken pan. See, cheeky chef. This is how we won.
so what I'm getting.
Turned up your pans and turned everyone else's down, weren't you?
So Tim, what I'm getting is it's cooking, but it's caramelizing at the same time.
Okay.
And that caramelization really means flavour. So you get lots of lovely flavour. The spices aren't burning, but things are cooking really nicely.
Okay.
So how's that looking, Tim?
I'm getting some more colour now for sure. There's some
Good.
colour coming. It's definitely starting to blend a bit. It doesn't
Lovely.
look too dry.
It's not burning.
It's not burning.
Good.
It's definitely not a Bernie restaurant smell.
Good.
I promise. Not like that.
Okay, nice. Did you add a pinch of salt? Did you
Course
season?
No, but I will.
Okay, season it. Don't add too much seasoning. You can always add some now, and then at the end you can add a bit more.
I'm sure that was fine.
Right.
That wasn't too much.
So I am at the stage now where I'm going to add my lentils.
Right, lentils.
So this is the
check.
cooked lentils. So this is, we have some oats, we have some tall lentils. Oh wow, I'm getting some nice flavors. And it's been cooked with some ginger and garlic paste.
And all of it?
And all of it goes in. So that also goes in. Now what I'm also going to need to do is...
Should I still be on a 5?
I think turn it down to a 4, which I'm going to do too.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to add a good splash of water.
Okay, maybe I won't go with mint tea this time.
And what this is going to do is it's going to help loosen up the sort of...
Oh, yeah, I see.
It's going to loosen up the lentil mixture.
Oh, yeah.
So...
That's a... Right, I know that sounds a bit stupid, but like you add a tiny bit of water to that and it's just made such a difference to the texture and the consistency of that.
Yeah.
It really has.
And it sort of goes sort of soupy and thick and luscious. And the thing is, the starches in the lentils actually make a really thick sauce. But what we also need a bit of water is to make sure that the chicken really cooks through as well.
Yeah.
So that's the other key thing. So yeah, a good couple of tablespoons of water.
Yeah.
Lower the heat. So I'm taking mine down to a 3.
Okay. On it, chef.
On
yes,
it,
chef.
good. And then what we can do is kind of cook this for about 5 minutes, which means the sauce is nice and thick.
Okay.
And the chicken will be cooked
bubbling
through.
quite a lot.
Okay, that's good. Mine is 2.
Okay.
But what we don't want to do is dry out or catch or burn.
Oh,
we want a nice...
So keep stirring.
Yeah, keep stirring it.
Right.
Sort of, and you want it the consistency of... This is a bit like a risotto in a way. It has that... Do you know what I mean? That sort of creamy, quite thick, but not too thick.
Yeah, I'm definitely... I'm there. That's 100% where I'm at.
Great. So next, I'm going to get a small pan. So what we're going to do is temper. We're going to temper this with some spices. So the first thing I'm going to do is add the cumin seed to the pan. Right. Yeah.
What my chicken pan?
In a separate pan, new pan.
Oh right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Got you.
And we're going to temper those in a bit of oil first, but we're also going to include some garlic. So get your garlic cloves.
Yep.
And I use the flat of the knife to...
All my garlic, yes?
Yep, all your garlic. So what this does is it basically sort of finishes the dish. So I usually take the ends off the garlic. Wow, someone's angry.
I thought you said you had to smash the garlic.
Yeah.
I need to peel all this off, obviously.
So take the skins off.
Yeah.
I usually take the sort of the butt end off as well. And then we can just chop.
Mashed.
Finely chopped is good.
Mine's a bit mashed. Well, mine's a bit
mashed is
up.
fine.
Squeeze it out, fine.
So I'm going to leave that on one side on the board. See,
I don't know what you're doing. I was literally. I'm an animated chef.
Right. So the other thing, I'm just adding a tiny touch more water, by the way.
What, oh, hang on, I didn't stir. Hang on,
Keep
I'm
stirring. Make sure it doesn't get too thick. We want that nice consistency.
Now, I'm not going to lie, I think I've run out of water, but don't worry.
Okay. Oh.
Got some there.
Okay, great.
We're on it.
The other thing, it's also worthwhile doing at this stage, just try a little bit. Try this, taste the seasoning.
What am I doing with this garlic? Sorry, I've got a load of garlic in.
We're just putting it to one side for the minute.
Oh, okay.
Because we are going to, in a separate pan, we are going to temper this with the cumin seeds and add it to the Haleem. Right, so Don't need that anymore. I'm also going to now prep some ginger as garnish.
Oh, okay.
With some coriander.
How do I do this? How do I prep ginger?
Peel it, so off with the skin. I mean,
it's quite a large knife, but...
Yeah, it's fiddly. I mean, you kind of really want... One of the best ways you can do it is actually take a spoon and just scrape it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. It's a nice, easier way.
Oh, that's easier.
Easier, much easier.
I was about to have my fingers off with that thing.
And the problem is with a big knife is you'll take off more ginger than you will skin.
I was worried about taking off my skin.
So, and actually a bit of ginger skin isn't going to hurt you. Right. A lot of the nutrients are just under the skin with ginger. Right, so I'm going to make some very fine julienne. So I'm going to first of all cut this into really super thin slices.
What, the ginger, yes?
Of the ginger.
Right, okay.
Once it's peeled. So super thin slices.
So who is julienne?
Julienne is... I'm not going to say who that is. But all I know is it's a French term for thin matchsticks.
Well, mine is...
So you take your thin slices...
Is that thin?
Stack them up as thin as you can go. And then literally from there, you create some lovely little matchsticks. Matchsticks.
Should I be slicing this ginger long ways?
Yes. So first of all, slice it very thin. And then you take those slices, stack them up, and then make matchsticks.
Right. Well, I'm going to have some slightly long matchsticks.
That's okay.
And then some short ones. A bit like you and me.
There you go.
Short.
There you go. Perfect.
That's what I thought. I was just trying to make... Oh, I haven't stirred my thing.
You need to keep on it.
Oh, hang on. That's bubbling a lot.
You're here with the jokes, but you're not on the game. It's okay. Honestly, Tim.
How would I be doing if I was in the MasterChef kitchen, do you reckon?
You'd be all right, but I think you need a certain amount of calm. That's the one thing I will say.
Okay, well, I've got some sticks of ginger.
Okay.
They're matched, more like hockey sticks.
That's fine. And this is just for the garnish. And then I'm also taking some coriander leaves and chopping them up extremely finely, which I'm also going to add to the top. So this is just literally lovely sprinkles for the top. I'm also going to add, because I like spice, I'm going to also finely chop. Actually, I'm going to shred. I'm going to do some green chili shards because that's how I roll.
That over there.
But what I will say to you is,
there we go.
Do not touch your eyes after this.
No.
Or any other part of your body.
No.
You will be in trouble.
Yeah, okay, maybe making sure. Yeah, don't go there. Just don't go there.
Okay, just don't. That's not. No,
just don't do
fine.
I'm on my
right,
pad.
Tim, how are you doing?
Good.
So how's this?
It's not stuck.
Okay,
which I'm taking as a bonus.
And so one thing I will ask you: Have you tasted it yet? Have you?
No, I haven't.
Just give it a taste for seasoning. So at this point, it's probably a really good idea.
It's very hot.
The dal, the lentils should be nice and soft. By now, the chicken will be cooked because they're quite small pieces. So this is where I should really double dip. Yeah, get out of it.
Okay, yeah, mine tastes amazing. It's so hot.
Hot?
No.
Is that hot?
Not at all.
Come on.
Not at all.
Yours need more. Yours definitely needs a bit more seasoning. Actually, no, it doesn't. Yours is nice.
I'm good?
Yeah.
All right, I'm good.
So, now we're good. So I think... okay. So now, let's do this.
So I've still got some seeds in my pan. Should I do anything with them yet?
Yeah, we're about to use those right now. Right,
okay.
So, are you happy with the seasoning?
Yes.
You're happy with the dal?
Yes.
We know the chicken is cooked?
Yes.
Right, so now we're going to temper and finish the dish. So I'm going to remove the pan from the heat.
Yes, the chicken is cooked.
The chicken is, chicken's cooked. All right, so on with the second pan with the seeds.
Yeah, I'm on it. Coming, chef.
And then I'm going to add about a tablespoon, slightly over a tablespoon of oil.
Right.
And then what I'm going to do is heat the oil.
Rogue piece of garlic.
With the cumin seeds first.
Oil.
And get the cumin seeds to pop.
Cumin seeds. Cumin seeds. Should I have my pan a bit hotter, maybe?
I would, yeah. I'm on a 3.
Oh, okay. Yes, I should then.
And I'm also taking a sip of mint tea.
Yeah, okay. So...
Damn, that's good.
Let's get them all together.
So, actually, you can probably take the heat on the pan to a 4. So what happens is the onion, sorry, the cumin seeds will pop and flavour this oil.
Okay.
So we need the oil to get to a fairly decent temperature.
Gotcha.
I'm not adding the garlic right now because if the garlic...
Oh, they're starting to almost like dance.
Yeah,
they're starting to sizzle and move a bit.
That's it. That's what we want.
Oh, okay, right. We're getting
We need
there.
them to pop a little bit more.
A little pop!
We're not adding the garlic... You know, we're not putting the garlic in for too long because the garlic will burn.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we're putting the garlic in just at the end.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than burnt garlic. So,
well, I mean, so like the idea of this as well, I really like in the fact that everything comes in. So we'll have a video that comes along with this, with our box, so we can see all the time everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's what's great about this whole kind of collection is I don't have to worry about having to measure stuff out, find all the different bits and bobs, and it does make it really super simple.
And we're basically here. We're here talking it through. And especially when we've created the recipes, so we kind of know, you know, why we've cooked it, how we've cooked it, what's our reasoning behind some of it.
Yeah.
You know, all of that is in our conversation, so it makes life a lot easier. Right. So, are your cumin seeds dancing in the oil?
I'm going to say they're in warm up.
Oh, are they smelling nice and toasty?
They're smelling. They're not quite high kicking yet.
Right, we don't need to high kick because what we don't want them to do is burn.
Oh, okay. Well, my pan's starting to smoke a bit.
Okay, so then I think that's perfect. Now add your garlic.
Garlic.
And your garlic literally needs a minute. Because it will start to caramelize very quickly. And what we don't want to do is let it burn. So it's literally 30 seconds in the oil. Okay. And I'm going to add a little bit of my green chili. Right, so now you can smell that. And then that oil, that hot, fragrant oil.
So that goes in my chicken?
That goes into your chicken.
He's cheating.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Why?
And then...
Should I mix? Oh, I'm going to mix it.
Right. I hope you're not cheating, young man.
I'm not cheating. I'm slightly concerned I maybe didn't have enough water. Right, okay. So but that doesn't go... Do I put my chicken back on the heat?
You do, just for a minute, just to stir it through.
Right.
I'm going to sprinkle with the coriander coriander leaf.
Right, coriander leaf.
And my shredded ginger.
Oh, ginger.
And what's nice is the residual heat from the lentils and the chicken.
Now, I'm not going to lie. Now I'm putting my ginger in. They really do look
this is basically this is just the garnish.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Well, yeah, I mean...
You don't have to stir it.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course I've got things down me.
I think they look, you know, slightly large.
Okay, well...
It'll be fine.
That's up to you if you like big chunks of ginger.
Well...
Okay. Well, when we go to plate up, we'll see what's going on.
All right, so that's done now, yes?
So next we're going to work on the bread. We're going to make a flatbread to go with this.
Right. Okay, flatbread.
So we need our dough, which is magically stored somewhere, I believe.
Oh, I can see it.
Okay.
Bear with. Just stay there. dance amongst yourself for a second, callers.
Da, 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 da,
always great.
da, da, da.
Just stay there. It's fine.
Here he comes.
I didn't look.
All right. Oh.
Here's one I made earlier. Look at that.
Don't
It's
need
like
the green
stuffing.
chili.
So what? Do you want this?
Thank you.
See,
So
I
we're
wouldn't
going
look.
to
Never look. Look, not looking. Not looking.
we're going to halve this.
Where's my half then?
Your half is here.
Oh.
Going to give you that half. There you go, sir.
Thanks.
Right. So we've got a bowl with a bit of flour.
I've got that.
And what we're going to do is we can probably make 2 breads out of this.
Yep.
So take that amount, just cut it in half, just roll it up, a couple of balls. What we want to do is get our big pan onto the heat,
So what am I doing with this ball? Just roll it.
cut it into half,
Yeah.
and then into 2 balls.
Yeah.
And then get your pan back on.
Which pan? I haven't.
Big
what am I-
pan.
Big.
You got a big pan
got a
there?
big pan. Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to flour the board.
Oh, I've turned it off.
We want a little bit of flour.
Hang on. What chopping board are we talking about here?
You need your chopping. Your
Oh,
chopping.
hang on.
You're clean. You
Oh, I've
clean
got- I've
down
got
your
the-
chopping
I'll use
board.
this. I haven't
Right.
cleaned anything.
Oh, come on, Tim.
It's like a paddle.
Right. So.
Right. Anyway. So.
So I'm starting to flatten out my lovely piece of flatbread dough. Take a rolling pin, and what we want. Can turn the heat
A
right
rolling.
up.
Okay. Yes, I was using my rolling pin.
And just so you know, this lovely flatbread has carom seeds, it's got coriander, it's got a seasoning, and we want this fairly thin. Okay. Just making
Thin.
sure that I don't get flour.
Thin like a pizza, or kind of thin like a bagel thin.
Thin like a pizza.
Thin like a pizza. I want it.
So you can basically just stretch it in the hand a little bit. Make sure that pan's really hot. I've got mine onto a 6.
Oh no, mine's nowhere near that. Mine's on like
Okay.
a 4.
So
6.
then now that can go in.
Do I need oil in the pan?
No,
No.
this is going to be dry.
Done.
Done?
Let me do the other
We
one.
good?
I'm doing both. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on.
So let's get, there's a board underneath. We've got this board which I'm going to sort of pop the breads into. So, little trick here. I'm going to thin this out by hand a little
Right.
bit
Bread.
first.
I'm not going to lie. Being a chef's hard. Do I put both in the pan? Yeah.
No, no, no.
No,
You do one at a time.
One at a time. Right. Okay.
There's no room. Okay. So then when turning this up to a 9.
What, the pan up to a 9?
Pan to a 9 because I
9.
want this to
I'm on
get
it.
some colour.
Oh, yeah,
And you'll
look.
see it change colour.
Yeah, it's changing colour.
And it will actually bubble. So,
Look at that. I've never done that before.
haven't you?
No.
This is great.
How
it's
good is that?
so much fun.
Oh yeah, there's the bubbles. Look. I
Do you
like-
see the bubbles coming?
Yeah.
Right.
Do we turn it when it's bubbles?
When it it will change colour. So it will sort of go from very floury and raw looking. It will sort of go whiter, and you'll start to see bubbles appear.
Yeah.
So, right, there we go. And actually, it doesn't really matter. The other thing, Tim,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be perfectly round or perfectly
Definitely
square.
not perfectly
You know,
round
this is rustic.
or
This
square.
is home cooking.
It's 100% rustic.
Okay, perfect. So, turn it over. Once you see some black spots, turn it over. And then what you can also do to make sure it properly cooks,
Yeah.
take your tea towel and just press it down into the pan. This will really help,
Whoa.
like so. Cook those Oh, it's a bit stuck. There we
What
go.
we're doing with the tea towel?
I'm just pushing the bread down hard into the pan, and what that does is it just makes sure that any uncooked bits get cooked.
Gotcha.
Gotcha? There we go.
Oh. You know that restaurant we were talking about earlier on?
Yep.
Little bit going on.
Okay,
little
good.
Bit. I'll take it out.
I'm covered in flour, which isn't great.
I'm a little covered in flour, I'm not
Okay,
going to lie.
and I'm not wearing a penny.
Wow.
Right, so...
Right, that's in... Oh, I'm proud of that bread.
Good.
Right, that's bread there.
Okay.
Okay.
So then what I'm going to do is get a board ready so we can basically cut this onto a board. And I'm just making sure that these breads cook down nicely.
Right. I've put my other one in.
Right.
So I'm hoping my first one was cooked.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It definitely is cooked. It looks cooked.
So then what I'm going to do is just cut these into two. You can fold it. So there's a nice couple of breads there. In with the next one. Into a pan. Now obviously what you can do is with naan breads, what's different with naan breads and these is that naans typically have yeast, so they're spongier, which is nice.
Quick question.
Yes.
If you press the tea towel into the bread a bit too soon and create the pattern of the tea towel in the bread, is that a good design element?
It's maybe not. Sorry.
I'm getting the distinct feeling that's not going to win me MasterChef. Right,
Well,
okay, I'm on it.
But you know, to be honest with you, so long as it tastes great, I think that's all that really matters.
Okay, so just out of curiosity, what are we having for pud?
Right, so we can actually get onto that now. So while the bread's cooking,
We've got
final
pudding?
bit, yes, we have got a
I didn't know there was pudding.
We have a mango lassi. So into our jug right here.
Yeah, I've got...
This is going to be super simple.
FYI, when you try to clean your board, don't put the flour all over the floor. Makes it quite slippy. Just as an FYI.
And also don't wear black if you're using a lot of flour. That's the other tip for me. I am covered. Right, so...
I think, see, twinning. Twinning again.
So,
That's what we're designed for. Right. I've got my jug.
okay, great. So now this is doing very nicely. So what we're doing is we're going to add our yogurt into the jug.
Yogurt, okay.
So there's 2 pots of yogurt.
Yeah. And both of them, yes?
Both of them, please.
Oh, that's just spat on me.
And
1 yogurt.
1 and 2.
And another yogurt.
Not sure where that opening is. It's here.
Okay. Is this like natural yogurt?
This is natural yogurt, yeah.
Okay.
And the nice thing with lassis is that they can be sweet
bread.
or salty, but they're really great. They're actually really great sort of, digestives. They sort of really work well with spicy food.
Yeah.
They're very cooling. So if, particularly in India, Pakistan, if you're having a lassi, it's such a wonderful thing to have. So in goes the mango puree.
Yeah, mango puree.
You can also, if you're at home, you want to do a version of this, you can use whole fruit, frozen fruit. It doesn't have to be mango, but you can't really beat a mango puree.
No, I love mangoes. I think mango's such a nice, kind of fresh taste, mangoes. Right?
Exactly. It's beautiful. And I also think it works perfectly with the food we're about to have with this chicken Haleem. So in goes the sugar syrup. Oh, he's flipping.
Just checking it. So sugar. Oh, that's got to go in.
So, and then
it's just like golden syrup.
it is. It's beautiful. So, making sure this is going to be nice. Well, I mean, obviously,
Awesome.
the yogurt is quite tart. This is unsweetened yogurt.
Yeah.
So you do need a bit of sugar, but obviously sugar it to your own taste. If you don't want sugar, then that's entirely up to you.
So I do put the whole thing in, right?
Yes, absolutely. And then this is where we get our trusty KitchenAid blender.
Oh, okay.
Which is going to do a very, very beautiful job.
Okay.
Love this.
Just out of curiosity, if we were... Oh, hang on, bread. Get that out of there. It's probably burnt.
Yeah, keep
No,
an
it's
eye on
all
your
good.
bread.
Okay, so just out of curiosity, if we need to, like, speed this up a little
Yeah.
bit more, can we do that if I've got, like, guests coming? So do I just stick this in and whiz it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoa! That's a feisty one! All right, here we go.
So,
And does that just need...
that's done.
I love how fantastic that is. It just works
So easy,
quickly,
isn't
of
it?
course.
Yeah,
It really
it's
is amazing.
so easy.
Okay, great. So that's done.
So, then that can disappear.
Okay.
And then we need a glass to serve this in. And what we've also got here is some pistachio nuts.
Yeah.
And I've run out of chopping board, but I'm going to just do some on the side here. And I'm just going to chop a few of these to pop on top of our lassi.
Oh, that's good.
So, I'm pretty much ready to plate up. How about you, Tim?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? Okay. Let's do this. So, my bread
Bread's done.
done.
Yeah.
So the other thing you can also do with your bread is, if you want to serve this, you can put a bit of, brush a bit of butter, a little bit of ghee, if you want that sort of...
Just a quick question. Was I supposed
Yes.
to put the pistachio nuts inside the pudding?
No, I'm going to sprinkle them on top.
Okay, I've got a couple left.
Okay.
It's fine.
I mean, you don't really want too much crunchiness. Right, so that's my other bread done. It's got some
it.
nice... So nice and rustic.
Yep,
I'm
rustic
gonna pop
for
that
sure.
on here. Just gonna cut it into pieces.
And then some of my curry.
And then some of your curry. So this can come off. So I'm gonna serve this up. So, gosh, I'm a mess. Right, so some of this beautiful chicken Haleem. Gonna
Right.
add some breads, like so. I'm gonna actually add a tiny bit of this beautiful fresh mint as well.
I've just done the same thing.
Because
I've just added some
great
fresh mint.
minds. So just a tiny mint's extremely fragrant. So you just need a tiny bit.
Yeah.
But there's something
Not a
about
lot.
the mint that I think just lifts it up. Okay, so we have that.
I think.
And
Chef,
then
do you know what?
let me
I think
see.
I'm ready.
And then we just need some glasses for our lassi. So if we can get some.
Oh, hang on.
Do we have any glasses? Look
Was
at
that-
those balls.
Was I not supposed to? Look.
Look at that. See, I've got this. I'm doing mine in a jug.
So just a quick. Was that supposed to go in a glass, or should it be in a bowl?
No, listen, it can go in whatever you want. I mean, actually, I prefer it like that. It looks beautiful because that looks like dessert.
It does.
Mine is still in a jug. But I'm liking this presentation. And I've
points to
gone here. So listen, there's mine.
So it's time that we need to test these out. We need to taste test this.
Yeah.
We need to see who is actually going to be the best. So, your workstation's a lot cleaner than mine.
Well, it sort of has to be really, but let's put this over here.
Like, I just got on the same board I was working on. But there we go. That's great.
There we go.
It worked really well.
Simple.
All right. So what do you think, Chef?
I think you've done a pretty good job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, I think you've done okay.
Although, come on.
What, my trees?
Can we have a little conversation about this?
What's
this hiding?
It's not hiding anything. I think you know, growth is life. You know, and that's what I wanted to show you. That. Now, I'm not. Right, first of all, we need to decide who's going to be the winner here.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't necessarily know if you're going to be the best judge for this because I'm not quite sure.
Excuse me. What is that smell? What is that smell? That smells delicious.
I think you need to come in
May I?
and help us. Yes.
It's just like, okay, Michael Mason is now here to decide. We've been having a cook-off.
Smells amazing. Go on, tell me.
Okay, so, well, I would say I've made a curry, but what have I actually made?
So basically, it's a chicken Haleem curry.
Okay.
So it's chicken, lentils, lots of spices. We've made a bread, and we've made a mango lassi.
Okay, so I don't know whose is who.
You
Right?
don't know whose is whose.
So I can just dive in.
Dive
Is that
in,
all right?
dive in,
Okay,
yeah,
so-
yeah.
And you want honest opinions,
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely,
100%
please.
honest opinions.
And you need to have some bread as well with it. You know,
Firstly-
just get stuck in.
Got a bit of heat in that, isn't there?
Do you like spicy food?
No. But yeah, no, that's amazing.
Good.
But do I dunk or do I drink?
Well, it's entirely up to you.
I'd have a drink because that's
I
sweet.
would have a
so
drink
that'll
because
help
that,
get rid of the
exactly.
spiciness.
God, that goes with that. No, that's
Does
amazing.
it?
That's really good.
Good.
So now I can try
Okay,
this one, right?
try the next one.
And the same, I'll do the dunk. Oh, that one's sweeter. That one's tastes sweeter. Oh, I'll tell you what,
You should
boys.
try some more of that one. That sweet one, it's nice. What do you think? Drum rolls.
Da, da, da.
Honestly, they're on par. They're...
Don't sit on the fence. You can't do that. Oh, it's a draw. No, it's not. There's a winner.
Does there have to be a winner?
There has
Does there
to
really
be a
have to be a
winner.
winner? Do you know what? I don't normally do heat. But I've got to say that one for the heat.
Wow.
That's got a bit of heat in it.
Sorry. Michael Mason.
Well, I'm sorry.
You are dead to me.
Was that not your one?
What were you supposed
The
to
heat in
make?
that, it comes through, and
Right.
because of the heat, it leaves that tingle on the tongue.
Yeah.
But that's sweeter than that one, and I prefer that one than that one.
Right.
Is that yours?
Oh, I see. Of course, he's trying to save himself now.
It is,
You
yeah.
said, that's it, you're done.
But delicious, lads. That's amazing.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll just take that with me, do I?
So, yeah, you can take that
Yeah,
with
is that
you.
all right?
Yeah, off
Yeah.
you go.
Thank you,
Take that
Stephen.
with you.
Thank you, Timothy.
You're more than welcome. Well, listen, thank you so much, Michael. Honestly, but thank you so much for coming in, Steve.
No,
It's been
thank
absolute
you.
pleasure.
It's been brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic. Now, obviously, make sure that you do hit like and subscribe, tap that bell, get notifications for all the new up and coming content that we're going to be having here on Ideal World. There's going to be so much to stay tuned for. We're going to keep putting out loads of amazing stuff. So make sure that you follow us. Make sure you subscribe. You won't regret it. I'm going to eat my own dinner now. See you later.
See ya.